Right now, someone just became a millionaire, and it wasn't luck. While most people stay broke their entire lives, a small group knows something different. They understand how wealth actually works, and it has nothing to do with working harder. Here's what nobody tells you: your bank account is a direct reflection of your psychology, not your education, not your connections, your mind. Think about this. Two people can win the lottery, same amount. 5 years later, one is richer than before. The other is bankrupt. Why? Because wealth isn't about money. It's about how you think. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you three things that separate the wealthy from everyone else. First, the one belief that keeps 90% of people trapped in financial struggle. Second, the psychological switch billionaires flip that changes everything. And third, the exact mental pattern you can copy starting today. But here's what shocked me most. The wealthiest people on earth don't think about money the way you've been taught. In fact, they do the opposite. This isn't about motivation. This isn't another work hard speech. This is about rewiring your brain to see opportunities that are invisible to everyone else. And the truth? Most people will never figure this out. They'll spend 40 years working, retire broke, and wonder what happened. But not you. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand the game. Let me show you exactly how this happened. Let's start with a simple question. Why do rich people stay rich? Most people think it's because they have money to invest, or special connections, or lucky breaks. But researchers found something different. In 2019, psychologists studied 500 millionaires. They wanted to know what made them different. The answer surprised everyone. It wasn't intelligence. The average millionaire's IQ was normal. It wasn't education either. Many dropped out of college. And it definitely wasn't inheritance. 80% of millionaires are self-made. The difference was psychology, how they think about risk, how they see failure, how they make decisions. Here's an example. Show two people a business opportunity. Same facts, same numbers. One person sees disaster. The other sees potential. Why? Their brains are wired differently. Now here's where it gets interesting. Scientists discovered this wiring can change. Your financial psychology isn't fixed. You can reprogram it. But first, you need to understand what's blocking you right now. Most people grow up with broken money beliefs. Money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. You have to work hard to earn. These phrases become mental chains. Your parents probably said them. Your teachers repeated them. Society drilled them into your head. And now they control your financial decisions without you realizing it. Think about your own life. When you see an expensive item, what's your first thought? I can't afford that, right? That's not a fact. That's programming. Wealthy people think differently. They ask, how can I afford that? Different question, different outcome. The first psychological difference is about scarcity versus abundance. Walk into a poor person's home. Count the backup items, extra toilet paper, canned food, bulk purchases. Why? Scarcity mindset. The fear that there won't be enough. This fear controls every financial decision. Now visit a wealthy person. Rarely do they stockpile. They know they can always get more. This isn't arrogance. It's a different mental operating system. Here's what researchers found. People with scarcity mindset make worse decisions, especially about money. Princeton University did an experiment. They gave people a test. Before the test, they told half the group to think about money problems. The other half thought about nothing special. The group thinking about money problems scored 13 IQ points lower. Let me repeat that. Worrying about money literally makes you dumber. When you're scared about bills, your brain goes into survival mode. You can't think long term. You can't see opportunities. You just react. This is why poverty is a trap. Not because of money, because of psychology. Rich people feel abundant even before they have money. How? They focus on possibilities instead of limitations. They see resources everywhere. A poor person sees a problem. A rich person sees a chance to solve it and get paid. Let me give you a real example. During the 2008 financial crisis, most people panicked. Markets crashed, jobs disappeared, fear everywhere. But some people got rich, really rich. Warren Buffett invested billions during the crash. Why? Because he saw abundance where others saw scarcity. While everyone sold, he bought. 10 years later, those investments multiplied. Same event, different psychology, different result. Here's the practical part. You can train yourself to think abundantly. Start small. Next time you face a problem, stop. Don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what opportunity is hidden here? It feels fake at first. Your brain resists, but do it anyway. One entrepreneur I studied was dead broke, owed $50,000 in debt. Most people would panic. He got excited. Why? He realized debt meant someone believed in him enough to lend money. That's trust. He could use that trust to build something bigger. 2 years later, he paid off the debt and made his first million. Same debt. Different mindset. Now, scarcity mindset shows up in sneaky ways. Do you negotiate prices or pay whatever is asked? Do you ask for raises or wait to be noticed? Do you start projects or wait for perfect conditions? These are all scarcity symptoms. The belief that there's only so much to go around, that if you ask for more, you're taking from someone else. Wealthy people know the truth. Value is created, not divided. When you solve a real problem, you create wealth that didn't exist before. Think about your phone. Before smartphones existed, that value wasn't in the world. Steve Jobs didn't take money from others. He created something new, generated billions in new wealth. This is abundance mindset at work. Seeing that the pie can grow, that your success doesn't require someone else's failure. Here's a test. When you see someone succeed, what do you feel? Happy for them? Or envious? If it's envy, that's scarcity. You believe their win is your loss. Fix this first. Your psychology won't let you succeed if you resent success in others.